Hello students, we are moving towards chromosomal theory of inheritance. This concept carry 5 mark question. In the examination it carry 5 marks. So it's very important concept and try to understand. So according to how this chromosomal theory of inheritance, who proposed this theory, when they proposed this theory, what is the main important points which are found in chromosomal theory of inheritance. All that aspect we are going to discuss today. But before going to understand the chromosomal theory of inheritance, here some reasons are there. So when the Mendel carried an experiment, Mendel work was not accepted by people. What was the reason why the people did not accept his views or his experiments? So his work was remained unrecognized. The major reason that we know that at that time there was no communication, proper communication, as well as his approach of using mathematics to explain the biological phenomena. So all that totally new, and hence this was not accepted by a biologist. So because of all these reasons, his work was unnoticed. Later on, Mendel presented in his work during the year 1865, as we know, but this chromosomal theory of inheritance, it was proposed by the two scientists by name Walter Sutton and Boveri in the year 1902, and they have these two persons, Sutton and Boveri, they proposed chromosomal theory of inheritance. So according to them, the see here certain theory as well as certain theory of chromosomal theory of, that is segregation, and Mendel principle, both are known as chromosomal theory of inheritance. To understand more about the chromosomal theory of inheritance, so here some points are there. Let us see those points. So chromosomal theory of inheritance, in that Sutton as well as Boveri, they have carried out some, they have worked out chromosomal moment during the meiosis. When they were working in a laboratory, they were studying the meiosis cell division, and while studying the meiosis, they have observed the moment of chromosomes, that is during the division of a cell, the meiosis stage, they have observed the chromosomal moment. So because of the advancement in the microscope, Mendel's theory was rediscovered by these two persons, and they were working on a meiosis cell division, and they have observed the moment of the chromosome. As they have observed this chromosomal moment, one thing they have noticed, that the behavior of the chromosome, it was similar to that of the behavior of the genes. That, and use the chromosomal moment and explain the Mendel's law. Means here what? Since we know that on the chromosomes the genes are located. Okay, and the behavior of genes as well as the behavior of the chromosomes, both are almost parallel to each other. So this thing they have noticed in their cell division, that is during the meiosis. By observing all these aspects, the moment of chromosome and the behavior of the genes, everything, they have given the chromosomal theory of inheritance. But among them, some most important points they have given in the chromosomal theory of inheritance, that first of all, the first point according to them in the chromosomal theory of inheritance is that, first of all, the genes are located on chromosome. Since we know the chromosomes are homologous, yes, on the homologous chromosome, genes are located in a linear fashion, and it is the chromosome during the gamete formation, they are going to segregate, and they also assort, they are distributed independently. Okay, that is, the genes are located on chromosome, and the chromosomes also segregate. Means the character of chromosome and the genes are almost same. Since the genes are located on chromosomes segregate, then genes also segregate. If the chromosome assort, even genes also assort. That is the meaning. Next, here the number of chromosomes in the body cells in a different species that is diploid in nature. Sutton and Boveri, they have also proposed that the number of chromosomes in the somatic cells of any different species, the constant, it is fixed. It is not going to change. That is diploid in nature. 2n number of chromosomes the somatic cells possess. Even our body also composed of 2n number of chromosomes, and this is constant. It is fixed. Okay, the number of chromosomes, it is constant. Third point is that according to chromosomal theory, the genes are located on chromosome that already we know. In turn, not only chromosomes are occurring in a pair, even genes are also occurring in a pair. Means the character of genes and the character of chromosome, both are parallel. Okay, so this thing they have combined, means both the characters they have combined. The similarity they have observed, similarity between genes and chromosome they have observed. Chromosomes are also observed in a, that means they are appearing in a pair. Even the genes are also found in a pair. They occur in pair. And after that, each chromosome contains large number of genes. Since we know the genes are located on homologous chromosome and in a linear fashion, and each chromosome can accommodate large number of genes. Large number in the sense, say there are about in the human haploid set of chromosome, there are about 30,000 genes are located. How many? 30,000 genes are located on homologous in a haploid set of chromosome. Similarly, the position of the position of the genes. So in the beginning only I have explained in the previous way, in my very first video in this chapter I have discussed with you that the position of the gene, it is on a chromosome, and what is that position is called? That is called as locus. Means genes are located on a chromosome on a particular point. That point is called locus. That position is called locus. So these are the important points proposed by chromosomal theory of inheritance. By seeing these points, that is Sutton what he did, he united the knowledge of chromosomal segregation as well as with a Mendelian principle, and he called that as a chromosomal theory of inheritance. Very simple. What is chromosomal theory of inheritance? In a simple manner, the chromosomal segregation as well as Mendelian principle, both the characters and both the points have combined to give one theory called as chromosomal theory of inheritance because of the similarities. Okay, so with this chromosomal theory of inheritance postulates, important points we have discussed today. Next, in the forthcoming video, we are going to talk about that is it was scientist by name, one more scientist by name T.H. Morgan, who is regarded as a father of experimental genetics. Why he has regarded as a father of experimental genetics? Because he was a person to experiment on a insect called Drosophila melanogaster, or it is also called as fruit fly. Okay, so these are the some of the points. Some extra additional points are also there, but no need to go through those points. These are enough. 3 to 5 points are enough under chromosomal theory of inheritance. And in the next video, we are going to talk about why the T.H. Morgan selected for his experiment Drosophila only. What are the major reason for the selection of a Drosophila melanogaster, or it is also called as fruit fly. Fruit fly. The reasons for the selection of Drosophila for his experiment in the laboratory, as in case of Mendel, as Mendel selected garden pea for his breeding experiment. Because of some reasons he selected the garden pea, whereas why the T.H. Morgan selected Drosophila melanogaster for his breeding experiment in the laboratory, that we are going to discuss in the next video. Okay. Oh.